what is the meaning of affordable housing? And I realized that for as many people that I asked what affordable housing was, I got as many answers. So our starting point then was, can we define affordable housing in simple terms? And especially affordable housing for this particular program. Because I am a banker by profession, and I know how money behaves. Capital requires clarity. And because this program is going to be built using private capital, if we are not clear about what we want, it sounds opaque. Capital is going, although there is a good return, it will go look for something else somewhere. So, how did we define what affordable housing is? We looked at household incomes. And we used the formerly employed as a yardstick, cognizant of the fact that 60% of Kenyans are in the informal sector. And this is what we came up with. The first category of people that we want to address their issues are people who are in the social housing cluster. Who are these people? These are people who are in what we call the minimum wage bracket. Now, in terms of formally, the share of formally employed is only 3%. But in terms of working Kenyans, it's a huge number. People earning between 0 and 15,000 shillings. And so, in terms of our definition of affordable housing, we say that these people qualify for a social house. And because this program is subsidized by government, this category requires what we call more TLC, more tender love and care. Then we go to where the majority of Kenyans are. Majority of formally employed people are in the category of what we call low-cost cluster. That is between 15,000 shillings and 50,000 shillings. At the very least, most of the public servants are in that category. That at least we know. And so we are saying that these people, most of them do not qualify for mortgages. They walk into a bank tell them you're not bankable. And so we are saying they also qualify for a bit of TLC when it comes to affordable housing. Then we start to get to people who a bank is interested in looking at you. This category, we are calling it mortgage gap. And why are we calling it mortgage gap? We're calling it mortgage gap because these people in this category can qualify for a mortgage, but it is still unaffordable. So those are two different things. You can qualify. You can go to a bank, tells you qualify for a mortgage, but it needs you to sell everything that you have to come up with a deposit. And then your repayments every month. Unalipa nyumba, alafu mnasema taomba. God shall provide. So you do qualify for a mortgage, but it is unaffordable. So they need some help, but not as much help as the ones in the low-cost cluster and the social cluster. These are people earning between 50 and 100,000. I submit to you this afternoon that between 0 and 100,000 shillings in terms of formal employment in this country makes over 97%. 97% of our formal employment are in 100 and below. It doesn't mean that where there is an X, middle to high income, they don't need help. But if you look at all the developments that are going on today in the market, that's a category they're looking after. So that category, we're not saying there will not be any help, but we do believe that if we fix the three clusters, even those ripple effects, instead of now trickle down strategy, they will benefit from fixing the bottom.